Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 42 I believe of the Katwa Shoujo Let's Play. So, let's continue. It looks like she's been crying, but if she was, she's stopped now. I noticed that I'm a little out of breath, having taken the stairs 2 at a time in order to get here. My heart doesn't seem to mind the strain though. I filed this happy fact away for later consideration. Like when I'm not staring somewhat dumbstruck at my girlfriend in a wheelchair. Realising I've still not responded to her greeting, my brain lurches into gear. Emmy, what happened? Guess I should have listened to you, hisao. My leg's got a nasty infection. I'm not allowed to run it for at least a couple weeks. She gives a bit of a laugh that shouldn't be coming from her. Heh, can't even walk on it. Could have used a crutch and kept one of my legs, but I didn't see the point. Why? You can't run on one leg. At least this way, I can still, I don't know, roll fast or something? Yeah, that's good, right? My awkward attempt to look on the bright side seemed appreciated but not really effective. Always look on the bright side of life, mate. Amy shrugs again. It's just kind of a nuisance. I mean, can't even eat up on the rooftop now, no wheelchair access. Yeah, but that's not a big deal, right? I mean, we can still eat together, and that's the important thing. That lopsided grin again, it hurts to look at. I suppose so, yeah. But like I said, it's a nuisance. I mean, I haven't really used a wheelchair in, she thinks for a minute, maybe 7 years, something like that anyway. A long time. I'm afraid I'm a bit out of practice. Well, fortunately it's only temporary, right? Emmy nods. Oh yeah, of course. It's not like I've lost them permanently. But it's a pain in the arse all the same. I nod sympathetically. There's not much else I can do after all. What am I gonna do? Say I told you so? Although I did tell her to get that leg looked at. But by the time I noticed it was too late anyway. Do you need anything? Do you need help with anything? That is, can I help with anything? Emmy shakes her head and does a bit of a usual grin back. Nah, can manage fine by myself. Although if you want to help me over onto the bed, it would save me the trouble of rolling over there. I blush in spite of myself. Emmy giggles. You're such a prude, Heather. Oh no. Where on earth is this going? I'm not prude. Just want to take advantage of a young woman such as yourself. It's ungentlemanly. Yes, you definitely don't want to do that. I will Emmy's chair to her bed and easily scoop her up and deposit her there. She quickly sorts herself out and sits on the side. She's actually a little heavier than she looks. It would be rude of me to observe this aloud, of course. But you do it anyway, geezer. Man, you're kind of heavy. Emmy hits me with a pillow. Ass. Oh, got that. Got a shut out of me. Oh, fine, shut. Just saying as well. Must be all about running. Getting the gains. At the mention of running, Emma's brain falters slightly. Heh, well I guess I won't have to worry about that for a bit, huh? Maybe I'll lose some weight. That's what you do to lose weight, right? Cease physical activity? I'm pretty sure that's what the nurse would recommend. Speaking of which, are you going to still be showing up in the mornings? I'd hate to run a lot. Ah, shit. Emma's sudden interjection, a more disquieted muttering than anything too profane, causes me to look over in shock. She's leaning forward, trying to cover the fact that she's crying by covering her eyes with a hand. Of course, the subdued sobbing makes it pretty obvious that she's crying. Hey, sorry. Forget I said anything, okay? Place a hand gingerly around her and pull her close. I can think of nothing else to say or do. How do you comfort someone who's just lost their legs again? Emmy wraps me in a hug and stayed that way for a while. Sorry. I'm pretty bad at this whole comforting thing, I guess. Don't say that. I'm fine, really. Her voice is slightly muffled by my chest. I'll pat her head reassuringly. That's the spirit, right? You'll get through this fine, I'll know it. Besides, I'm here to help you, remember? Emmy lifts her head and stares at me with tear-stained eyes. Can you? Can you really? She's grinning lopsidedly, and something sparkles in her gaze. Can't tell if I'm being mocked or not. Of course. I mean, sure, you're a bit heavy, but... My witty comment is cut off by a sudden press of Emma's lips on mine. I'm caught off guard, and marauded by hitting my head on the wall behind her bed. Cool. Clumsy. Ow. Emmy pulls back, trying to look concerned rather than like she's about to laugh. Are you okay? Sorry. I rub my head ruefully and grin back at her. Caught me off guard there. Is that going to become a habit? Am I going to be lectured by Shizune and Misha more? At the mention of the duo, Emmy giggles. Honestly, those two. If I didn't know why, I'd be utterly confused as to why she hangs around with someone so bossy. Which one are we talking about? You know exactly who I'm talking about. Hisao? Misha's hardly bossy. So, what's the reason then? Huh? The reason why Misha hangs out with Shizune. Anyways, my question off with a smile. No idea. I see. Anyway, you seem to be forgetting the original question, don't you? Oh yeah, I guess I am. You wouldn't mind giving me a little warning, would you? Otherwise I'm liable to wind up with concussion. I emphasise the point by rubbing the back of my head. Emmy giggles madly. You could wear a helmet. Some kids here do, you know? Or I could just take revenge. Grab a pillow from the bedside and whack Emmy over the head. Emmy topples on the bed and lands on the floor with a thump. Her arms promptly reappear on the bed and she manages to pull herself back up. She really has a surprising amount of strength in that little body. Her face is turned downward from mine, making me think that I might have accidentally hurt her. Emmy, you okay? You didn't... A hand shoots up and grabs my collar. She pulls me in with a sharp tug. Her face now barely an inch away from mine, and she grins cheekily. Emmy. Well, I think this is where I'll end off for today. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.